back to Kibbs Studio, everyone, with another episode of Doom with your host Kibbs here and
friend Max. I'm gonna take a bite of chip real quick.
Crunch Crunch.
Oh man, I'm gonna back away from the mic for this one.
Anyways, I think we're still in the arena.
Mm-hmm.
This is like what, round 3 of a different arena.
Something like that. Oh no, we.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right.
Okay, so yeah, we figured out what I did wrong.
There was what, two ghosts, two spirits. What do they call them?
Two lost souls, like over across the map, just hanging out, minding their own business. Had to myrtleize them first. Okay, so
The train below.
That train.
You gotta jump down.
Yeah, I gotta jump down. Grab some health first. I'm not wanting for
Just
anything.
imagine the Goofies, yodel when he falls down a cliff. You'll land it every time.
Oh,
See?
hey.
Just like when you go to high five somebody, stare at their elbow.
Yeah, the elbow.
Yeah, stare at their elbow, you'll hit their hand every time.
There's a temp worker at General Mills.
You have a lot of temps or just a few?
There's a fair amount. They always wear like street clothes,
Mm-hmm.
but they like have to have. Oh man, they have to have a smock over it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like if you're just like looking underneath the table, like, oh, who's around that table? You look underneath, and if you see like jeans or whatever,
Yeah.
it's a temp. Or it's just a guy who didn't want to dress out completely because they just love those jeans and they're so comfy. I've seen those guys. But as well as that, they also wear blue hats.
Yeah.
So, they're fairly easily recognizable. This arena can suck a fat one.
Kind of like this layout.
It's very, there's not a whole lot going on.
It's narrow, but it's
Long.
yeah.
You can really get like a train of stuff going and just bam with a BFG like right down there.
That's what I was just thinking.
But the thing is that
Lining the shot up.
lining the shot up, getting everything you want to blam where you need to blam it.
Blammo!
Yeah. And also the fact that there's not a whole lot of escape routes that aren't past an enemy. So, if you're stuck, tough tits.
So I think so far my favorite episode of Rick and Morty is episode 1, season 3, where
Season 3.
he takes on the Galactic Corp there.
Oh, the Federation?
The Federation, yeah, it just blows them to shit. Like, dominates them, just devastates them, and just, oh my god, it was pretty funny.
Our currency went from being worth one of itself to being worth none of itself. Can that happen? I don't know, but it just did. We have nothing to pay our soldiers with. Tell them that the real value is facing the glory. Wait, who's paying me to yell at this guy? I can tell you that. For money.
For money. That was random.
Hey, thanks, man. Like,
Thanks for killing yourself, guy. There's a power up there.
Yeah.
That was haste.
Super speed.
It's the scorn. The scorn ability. The one you hate the most.
Ooh, boy.
It's like, who wants to run faster when you already run fast?
Yeah. It's like, you're just kind of beating a dead horse right here, but
like if they just had a maybe fast reload or a quick draw or something like that,
yeah. It's like you're already kind of.
I guess so, but with the shotgun, it kind of takes a little while to reload.
Yeah. Well, it like also speeds up your movement speeds, like your pumps. I think you also shoot faster on other guns too.
Your trigger speed's a lot faster.
Hold down faster. Hold down the trigger button harder to shoot faster. Everyone knows that.
Mm-hmm. You got to button mash it for it to work, right?
Yeah. I got really good at button mashing from playing Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
I think I told you this. But you get in like these stabbing matches where it's like you and another guy, like he'll have you like by the collar, and he'll be trying to stab you, so you got to stab him back, and you just get like these chunk.
I get those a lot in Destiny.
Yeah.
Melees.
Like you and a Dreg or whatever, a Vandal, are just like hitting each
Captain
other.
sometimes towards the last bit of their life.
Yeah. Just like you think, just like, oh, I can get them with this.
It's usually, for me, it's usually right at the end of a clip where I need to reload, but their life was that close, I just go to punch them a couple times, and
Then
hopefully I don't die. But
then you're there for like a minute.
it's a horrible strategy, but I love it when it pays off.
It's pretty satisfying, I gotta say.
Yeah.
To know that you were strong enough to take out the last bit of that enemy with your fist.
So on the Destiny 2 forums, I read them on occasion just to see how people are reacting to the game.
Yeah.
There's a lot of haters, but there's a lot of people on there that are pointing out to them, saying, you guys bitched because all the powers weren't even, they were OP, you gotta nerf this, nerf that, and so they did with Destiny 2, and now you're bitching because things are the same, and this isn't powerful enough, and,
yeah,
it's a point well proven. You bitched about a game, you got what you wanted, and yet you bitch about it some more.
Yeah. And
you should be... Yeah, go ahead.
I don't think like most of them are like the same people, but you gotta know that some of those people are still hanging around, like, still sucks.
Yeah.
Like, my only gripe was Destiny was just it didn't feel long enough, and the DLCs were just a little more expensive than I was willing to pay for.
That is true.
And then the DLCs seemed a little short themselves.
In Destiny 1?
Not a bad game. Plays very well. I love the story. I just wanted it for longer.
And that is a kind of a problem with Destiny 2. The storyline so far for it is pretty short. You can probably beat it within 8 hours,
But, it wasn't like you didn't feel compelled. There was always something else to do.
There was everything else to do in the meantime. Certain things were unlocked at certain levels, which I did appreciate that.
Yeah.
Not certain light levels, except for the raid, but that's to be expected.
Yeah.
But, I went ahead and bought the season pass, because I'm just a Destiny fan. I'm an old-time Halo fan. I haven't played Halo since Halo 3, though.
Yeah. That was... I understand that one was kind of like the pinnacle.
Halo 3 was cool. I liked it a lot. I only played Halo 4 for a little while. And the beginning story mission, the whole map, and button configurations kind of threw me off a little bit.
Yeah.
Not confused me, but it didn't feel right.
Yeah.
Like, what the fuck were they doing in the jungle in the first place?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just my opinion on that one.
Another thing that kind of torqued me off, it wasn't about the game itself, it was about the developers. Like, oh, your season pass won't get you the Taken King, so you gotta buy another $60 DLC. That was another thing I didn't really appreciate because, like...
But if you go out to Walmart right now, you can find the whole collection for like 40 bones. Yeah.
Paid off to wait, but it didn't feel like $60. Plus, I might have bought it, if I wasn't working for minimum wage at that time.
Right.
But it did expand quite a lot. It wasn't like the other DLCs where it's just like, oh, a couple new strike bosses. Oh, hey, it's a couple new areas. No, this was whole new thing.
A whole new section of a map,
Whole different sets of enemies. I really did like that.
Right, especially with the Rise of the Iron Lords.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure, it was the same type of enemies, but they were stronger.
Yeah.
They were a little different. Just like in Destiny 2, yeah, the same kind of enemies, but it was a different brand of the Legion. And
this is Vega.
I thought it was Krang. Krang! I must get to the Mansion House!
That is also a good one. He's very familiar looking. Every time I see him, I always think that he's like one of the tripods from War of the Worlds. That's what I see.
Did you ever see the spoof of War of the Worlds where the beams of light shot down the aliens and they came up and they were iPods?
Oh yeah. So we're going to blow up Vega.
I wonder if you're resetting the processor.
Nope. We are destroying it all. So
They give you a weapon upgrade for that.
yeah. So we're going to blow him up, and it's going to send us back to hell, closer to where Olivia was last located, and also happens to be where we can charge up our crucible.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Demon Saber.
Yeah. And if you didn't catch it, Doom Guy just okay, let's see what I missed. Gore Pinata. Kill 3 demons with 1 frag grenade. That's probably not gonna happen. Might kill a cake demon with a chainsaw.
That could happen.
Yeah, that could have happened. What was I gonna say?
He took something from the computer.
Oh, he downloaded the code for Vega's Central. He just downloaded like Vega's like core code. Because like he's like a fully autonomous, self-sentient AI.
Right.
And he does a lot of good. Helped you out this far. With Samuel Hayden, unfortunately, being such a douche. But so
he's only a douche until his last moments of his life.
Yeah. Well, Samuel Hayden doesn't die. Hate to spoil that one.
Damn, I was hoping he would.
He gets off scot-free.
Oh, what a douche.
Olivia Pierce doesn't make it through this.
I remember she died earlier. Well, she got into that portal and you assumed she died.
Oh, no, she's still alive.
She's still alive?
Oh, yes. She's still hanging around.
She's in the well.
Oh, yes. She is actually in this next map.
Woo!
This is the final level.
The final countdown.
Oh, yes. Just looking around. I love the hell decor.
Since it's the final level, I would tell you guys to wait for more. So stay tuned for the next episode to see the ending of Doom.
Oh, it's going to be a couple more. This is like a whole level and boss fight. So,
well,
2 or 3 more episodes. 5 if I'm really sucking.
Stay tuned for more.